And thanks for joining us tonight. It has been more than a year since the death of 13-year-old Selah Kaden in Iowa County.
Now 2 women have been charged in her death, and we're learning more about what could have caused it. Our Amanda Quintana is here now with those details. Amanda?
Yes, well, Laurie Barry and her daughter Alexis were caring for Selah last summer. The criminal complaint says they were family friends of Selah's parents who moved from Madison to North Carolina 8 years ago. And when Selah needed long-term psychiatric care, they turned to the Barrys.
Barrys are devastated. They're completely and totally devastated that there are charges. They love this girl very much.
Attorney Brian Brophy is representing Laurie and Alexis Barry, the mother and daughter facing first-degree reckless homicide charges for the death of 13-year-old Selah Kaden. It happened here at their home off Miller Road in Mineral Point. Selah's parents sent her to stay with the Barrys for the summer after they say she's starting having behavioral and emotional problems. Laurie Barry told investigators once here it got worse, and Selah would throw herself on the floor and pretend to faint, causing bruises. The day she died, the Barrys say she did it again and hit her head hard. They thought she was pretending to be unconscious.
I think that this would be an extraordinarily tough case to decide to charge if you were a prosecutor.
The autopsy telling a very different story. The forensic pathologist finding Selah died from smothering and suffocation, blunt force patterned beating. There was no lethal trauma to the head, and her injuries didn't seem like she did them to herself. He believes more than one person caused her death, and there was a delay in reporting that death.
When you say that the autopsy shows something, no, somebody's opinion shows something. You know, it remains to be seen whether that opinion is even borderline valid.
Brophy couldn't say much about the evidence, but says you can't take a criminal complaint as fact when the real question is, what happened to Selah?
This is a hard case. And this is a really, really sad case. There is nobody in this world who is more beat up, broken down, and sad about Selah's death than Alexis and Laurie Barry.
If convicted, Laurie and Alexis each face a maximum of 60 years in prison. They will appear in court on July 9th.
The man who